Hello. Hello. So it literally just said I got over 5,000 friends. 300 are online. That's it? That's it? 300 people? Let me cover up some of these. I need to dye my hair. Ooh. Morning. Good morning, guys. This is, it's 10:13 here in LA. But I'm just going to wait till a couple people come on here, but I guess you guys can watch the playback, because I don't know. But I just wanted to get on here and just talk about, this trying time in my life and why it's a little bit different for me than it is other people, I might say. My mother was preparing me for this for many, 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 many years. My mother was the type of person who was so spiritual that she understood God to such a level that she literally would say, I'll be like, Mom, do you miss Dad? And she would say things like, John said, let the dead bury the dead. That scripture. I do miss your father, but you can't be around here holding on to the dead because it's going to make you dead. And I used to think that was the coldest statement. You could say, like, let the dead bury the dead. Like, dag, Ma. But now that she's passed away, I understand a little bit more of God and His grace. First things first, I was blessed to have a mother for 45 years. One. Second thing is, when you understand your mission, see, a lot of people don't do what they're called to do because they don't know what it is they're called to do. Or they can't pinpoint exactly what it is or why they're called to do what they do. So they just don't do it. It's easier to do something for someone else, know you get a steady paycheck, that type of life, right? But when you are chosen, called, it's a different situation. Like, I cannot sit here and mourn for years and months and all that stuff. It's like I have a mission and I understand my purpose. I answered the call a long time ago, and I don't really have time to sit and dwell in the fact that my family, has gone. I don't know if I'm explaining it without seeming cold, but and I don't want you guys to think that I'm out here just not crying. And like one of my closest friends said, it just ain't hit you yet. And I'm thinking, my mother died September the 28th. What do you mean? I was right there when she died. What do you mean it hasn't hit me? It has definitely hit me. It has hit me. But what do you want me to do? Do you want me to be screaming and yelling and crying everywhere I go, or every day, or publicly, or what is it that you want? Because what people try to reflect on you is how they would mourn, what they're going through, or how they would feel if they were going through the same thing you were going through. Like, people would, they try to put that on you. But I understand my position in life, and I understand my calling, and I had an amazing mother. Like, I had an amazing mother, and she put enough strength in me, and she poured enough in me that my cup runneth over, if you understand that. Like, I understand death. And I even understand why she had to leave. Like, God is like, I'm taking you to this other level. And like I said, I don't want to sound cold, but God's like, I'm taking you to another level. This other level that God is taking me to, my mom could not be here. I couldn't take care of my mom and this next level. Like, and I don't mean take care of her. I couldn't give her everything that she was used to or needed as a mother from her child. And she just, she answered the call. She answered every call. Even when God was like, you ready to go? She was like, yeah, bet. I'll let everybody know. Like, it's a different new normal for me, but it's God's grace. If you even understand death, like, for my mother to go before me, that's a blessing. Like, it's just certain things, like in Thessalonians, it says that you have to find thanks in everything, right? It's parents that bury their children, and that's devastating. Like, how it's supposed to go is how it has went so far in my life, and I feel so blessed, But for people to say it just hasn't hit you yet, no, it's definitely hit me. It's just that I don't have the same mourning time that somebody else has. What the joint did, though, with me losing my mother and then my brother, like, right, it put fire under my ass. Like, it made me where, oh my gosh, you have been procrastinating. Like, I've been writing one book for 5 years. It's like, oh no, now you don't have your crutch anymore. I don't have a person who I can call that's like my mama. I don't have someone that close to me that I can tell anything to, any type of intimate secrets. I can talk about people too. I don't have that crutch anymore. So now it's like, all right, mission time. Like, it's real deal mission time now. So through God's grace, I understand death. And I don't want people like thinking, or honestly, I can't control what a person thinks, but like, my gift God gave me before I was born. My dad said that I came out. He said people was laughing at me. He said, you were a brand new baby. And the nurses in the back was just like, this baby is so funny. Like, this baby is making us laugh. Like, and they wouldn't even bring the baby. My mom said she had to keep on saying, can I have my baby? Like, where's my baby? Because I was back there giving them the gift of laughter, which means that's a gift God gave me. And God said, healing comes through laughter. So he gave me the gift to heal people. I don't have the same mission. I can't sit and mourn for months and months and months. My mom has been gone tomorrow 2 months, y'all. It may not seem like it because she just got buried on the 20th because she was out here in LA. But, we can do nothing. I've watched so many people. I've even watched in the last 2 months, like maybe 5 or 6 Facebook friends whose parents have passed away in the last 2 months. And just watching them and understanding what they're going through, I can't stay there though. My mission's different. I can't stay in the mourning boat. I can't mourn this lady who was so amazing. That's why I did her extravaganza like I did it. Like, nah, we're going to do something huge. We're going to celebrate her. We're going to do something different. This isn't going to be sad. Hey, Polka, this isn't going to be sad. This is literally God's grace. Like, I took your mom from you because your mission, it's too big. It's too big right now for her to be a part of. That's tough to hear that from God. That's tough to hear. Okay, great. I gave you your mom for 45 years. Now I need the next 45 from you. Like, it's like, whoa. But when you understand, like I said, my mother, and this is, see, it's a tear rolling down. So that lets you know that I do cry. Because some people are just like, it just hasn't hit you yet. It's not that it just hasn't hit me. It's just that I'm not about to be going crazy. Y'all understand? No, it's not. That's not my mission. I'm feeling great, actually. I'm feeling amazing. I feel blessed. You know, I have my moments. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, my mom prepared me. And my mom would always say, John Cia, you got to let the dead bury the dead. You know, you have to be able to move on. And I'm in an industry where, you know, they could care less. It's sad. It's sad, the industry that I'm in, but they could care less. They could care less. But that doesn't matter. I can take as much time as I need to do anything. But the thing is, my mission, I understand my mission, y'all. My mission is different from the average person's mission. I don't have time to sit here and weep and cry and be like, God, why me? And God is like, golly, I gave her to you. Imagine me giving you one of my vessels for 45 years. And I was a good child. Like, if you are a good child to your parents and you gave all you had, you really don't be as sad as people think you should be. I gave all I had to my parents. Like, my parents was my king and queen. I would stop what I was doing for them all the time, you know? So, yeah, I miss my mom, but, excuse me. Oh, I don't even know why I yawn like that, because I haven't been up since forever, but yeah, I miss my mom, but I understand my mission, and I'm here for whatever God needs me to do, needs me to be, you know, I'm here for it. And I'm actually, I got so much to do. And it's like, today is my new year. Like, today, I'm starting over. Mind, body, and soul. I'm getting it together and just getting my mission. If nothing else, my mother showed me, you don't got time. And she was 76. She was 76 years old, which is kind of young for nowadays. But if your mission is complete, then your mission is complete, you know? So, but what my mom did show me, and my brother, sheesh, like, just holding on until after everything was done. He held on. That's crazy. But what they showed me was life is too short. And, you know, I'm on a whole different mission. I'm on a whole different mission from everybody in my family. I will go on record to say I'm on a whole different mission from almost everybody I know. Like, I can't sit here and mourn someone who gave their all to me and I gave my all to them. We've completed our mission together. It's tough. I mean, to even hear me say that out loud. It's tough, but it is life. It's life. And, you know, I was so blessed to have a mother so great. But it's life, y'all. It's life. And if all life is done correctly, your parents are supposed to go before you. It's life. But my mission it's bigger than this. This is a God mission. This is a God dream. And not many people tap into their God dream. So to be blessed enough to be able to tap into their God dream, and my mom seeing me, I've been doing comedy for 15 years. Of course, I thought comedy was all I was going to be doing. I had no idea I was going to be a freaking writer and writing movies and writing books. And I didn't know none of that. I just thought I was coming to LA 11 years ago to be a comedian. But I remember the first time my mother saw me perform. I remember telling her at 7 years old I want to be a comedian, and she was like, no. That's just the reason for you to be a clown. Because I used to act up in school, so-called, but really I wasn't acting up because it's just who I was, you know. I was naturally funny. I didn't do anything to act up, but teachers and everybody just thought I was just whatever. So my mother would be like, no, it's just a reason for you to be a clown. You don't know. A comedian is not a career. So when I turned 30, I did comedy for the first time. And my mother was there, and she was like, oh, my God. She was like, oh, my God. Her exact words were, you probably should never touch another comb again and do this. She was like, I've never seen somebody so funny. My mother was like, not even because you're my child, I've just never seen somebody so funny. I never seen somebody so effortlessly do what you do, what you did on stage. That was the very first time she saw me. And she was like, you have to go for what you really want. Because I used to tell her when I was a kid, you know, that's okay, because when I get old, I'm going to be a comedian. And she would be like, that's not a job. And I understand why, because parents only do their best. They only do what they know. It's not a job where I'm from. It's not. I mean, it's a hobby almost. If you can tap into it. If you even know how. If you even can get into the genre of it. I had no idea about comedy or none of that. I just know I wanted to be like some of the people I watch on Def Jam. I wanted to be them. Because I could do what they do. I could feel it. But my mom was the very first one who said, you have to do this. And then when I went to move to LA, my mother was the reason why I left. Because I was all gun-ho, y'all, until I was all in. And then I looked around and I sold my shop, sold my house, sold my cars. I was like, yo, what am I doing? I don't even know anyone in LA. I'm tripping. I called my mom and I was like, Mom, oh my gosh. Like, I've sold my entire life. I gotta fix this. And my mother was like, well, Johncia, and she didn't want me to go. She told me, she said, I didn't want you to go. But my mom, one thing about her, she understands God. She understood him. She understands God. So she was like, you know, faith is an attribute of God. Fear is an attribute of the enemy. And in every situation in your life, you must choose a master. You have to choose a master. So I chose faith. And I got on a plane to a city where I knew nothing or no one, didn't even know where I was going to stay. I just trusted God. Here I am 11 years later. And God is like, you know, I have to take your mother. I'm going to take your brother as a bonus. Because, I mean, you know, John said, you always got to top everything. You got to, always got to top everybody. I'm like, oh, I can't just be, you know, my mother died, my father died. I got to be like, oh, did you lose the brother too? You know, mine's got to be, ooh. It's like, no, but I really understand this mission. Like, I didn't just leave my family, man. I left hair clients, people I loved. I mean, my clients, I was attached to them, their families. Like, I left so many people for this mission because I understood. I didn't understand as much as I do now. Like, as days go on, more and more, especially once my mother died, I was like, oh, shit. God was like, yeah, all of me. I'm like, all of you? All of me now. And it put fire under my ass. It was like, yo, I need you to do these lives to encourage my people. I need you to do these videos to encourage my people. I need you to write these books to encourage my people. I need you to write these movies to encourage my people. These TV shows, like, I need you to go now. And where you going? Like I'm about to be doing TED Talks. It's where you going? Your mom can't be here. She's gonna have to be with you in spirit. Because I couldn't maneuver. You know, I couldn't go on tour. I couldn't go away longer than a week. My mom was here. Like, I'm not going to leave her just sitting here. Like, I'm coming back. I'm going to make sure she good. Anything she want, I'm going to. And it hit me like God sent somebody to tell me, like, your mom couldn't be a part. She couldn't be a part of the mission. That's the next level. She couldn't be here. And that hurt. But it was like, I understand. And no, I'm not about to be screaming and hollering. This is my mommy's bonnet. Oh, I can't do that. Tomorrow will be 2 months. I cannot sit here and do that. I get it. I get the mission, y'all. This is a God dream. Like, and 99% of people don't get to walk in their dreams and see God to these levels. I mean, my mom sat right there and was like, girl, I'm going to heaven. She said it almost arrogantly. Like, girl, please, I'm going to heaven. It was almost like Bankhead bounce. I'm leaving. I'm going to heaven. It was like, girl, I'm good. Like, I'm getting up out of here. Like, I don't know how to, like, explain how much more of God do I need than that. How much more of a queen mother do I need than that? That could be like, you know, hey, girl, I'm about to leave. I'm going to heaven. That's like when I said I'm about to leave and go to LA. She was that significantly much of a woman that she could choose when she's going to go and leave so peacefully. Like, yeah, John C., you know, like, you're going to be okay. And if you're not, I bet you're going to figure it out quickly. I bet you. But, yeah, y'all, I'm okay. I'm blessed. And I'm about to drop some stones that I should have been dropped. We're going to get it done because it has to be done. This isn't a choice. It isn't a choice. So I just say to everybody that's grieving, you know, definitely grief, it looks different for every person. And I think every person should take as much time to grieve as they need. And I don't think grief ever stops. It looks different. It comes in different waves and stuff like that. And Black people, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about grief. Yes, I am butthurt. I am like, whoa. I feel like I'm the lowest I've ever been in my entire life. Like this is the lowest I've ever been in my entire life. But also, when you're at your lowest, the only place you can go is up. So I trust God. I trust him. God was like, give me that and give me that. And I'm like, whoa, that's so much. He's like, it's much on your family. It's much on everybody else. It's not much on you. You know me. You know my purpose. I need you. And we got to get started. So this is where I am, y'all. So enjoy this live, hopefully. I hope, you know, people that are mourning right now, I pray that God shows you his kingdom and where your family is residing. You know, if they live their life, amazing. Where they're residing. Heaven is a gift. And we gotta release our family to the gift. Like, it's a gift, man. It's beautiful. It's something we would never we can't even fathom it here. So I pray for the people that are mourning, and I pray that one day they can release their family members so their family can rest. You know, like I said, the way my mom went, it was with such class. I can release her easily. Like, girl, go. Go, girl. You lucky, girl. I'm going to be down here doing my mission. Because she did hers. Like, she did her mission. She was amazing. She was the most amazing role model. I mean, as far as a wife, a mother. Like, I can't wait to be somebody's bomb-ass wife like she was to my dad. Like, 50 plus years of marriage. Just dope best friends. Just like such a great role model. She was just great. She was just great. And, you know, I'm going to complete my mission. And I know she's right here like, get off the phone and get going. So, but I'm about to get up. Probably go, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's such an amazing day for me. This is my New Year's. So we'll see where we go from here. 28th tomorrow. Maybe I should make 28th my New Year's. Yeah. I don't know. We'll start today. But all right. Love you.